Hello everyone. Today I wanted to share with you these beautiful cards using a new stamp set that is going to be featured in our upcoming holiday catalog. So I'm going to give you the scoop on how you can get this stamp set along with how to create these beautiful cards for the holidays. So without further ado, let's get stamping. Hello everyone, my name is Santera, coming to you from thecraftsurgeon.com, and today I wanted to share with you these beautiful Christmas cards using a brand new set that is going to be featured in our upcoming holiday catalog. So just so you know, there are a few promotions going on this month, especially with this stamp set included. So these cards, they were really easy to create, and I'm going to get to showing you how to create them in a few moments. But before we begin, I just wanted to let you know about the stamp set along with the dies and the upcoming promotions. So with that, so this is a stamp set. It comes with 13 stamps. So this stamp is so brand new in my collection that I haven't even had the opportunity to put the stickers on like I wanted to. So here are some of the promotions. On August 1st, you as the customer will be able to purchase this stamp set. Either the stamp set and the dies, or save 10% by purchasing the bundle. There's also a Christmas in July promotion going on where you can get a free Essentials gift pack along with this stamp set for the $99. And don't forget that there are bonus days as well. So you get a $5 bonus days coupon for every $50 you spend during the month of July, and you can redeem it in August, and there's no limit to the coupons. So now we're going to get into creating our cards. I have taken off the dies that we're going to need for this card. So you're going to, of course, need the stamp set, the acrylic blocks. You're going to need basic black ink. And we're going to talk about the cardstock. So you are going to need a 5.5 by 8.5 sheet of cardstock that is scored at 4 1/4. You're going to need a 5 1/4 inch by 4 inch sheet of foil paper, and also a 5 1/4 by 4 inch piece of Whisper White. And this is actually going to go over your over the foil. You're going to need a scrap piece of basic black, some Snell adhesive, some Tombow glue, some multi-purpose glue, your Wink of Stella. This is my favorite pen. This thing is awesome. Love the sparkle. A bone folder, some dimensionals to pop up the tree on the front of the card, and you're going to need the Big Shot. So let's go ahead and begin creating this card. I forgot on my first video to show you how I got the score line. I'm actually going to show you this now. So after I cut my card base out, I put it back on my stamping trimmer, and because it comes with a scoring blade, I use that to score at 4 1/4 on the card base. So now I'm going to take it and I'm going to fold it and use my bone folder to burnish that crease. So there you have your card base. Now let's set this to the side. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do all of our cutting first. So I'm going to take one of the pieces of the builder, and this is going to be the border part, and I'm going to line it up with the edge of the card, and I'm going to take a sticky note and put it in place. So now I'm going to run this through my Big Shot so that way it can cut out the border. Alright, so now that I have cut out the first half of the border, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to line up the die with the dots. I'm applying my sticky note again, and I'm going to run it back through the Big Shot. Alright, and I'm back. And here is the effect that you get when you cut both of those out. So now it's time for us to cut out the tree. So I'm going to take that spare piece of, or scratch piece of basic black, and I'm going to use both the double tree and the single tree, run them through my Big Shot, and I'll be right back. Alright, so here we have our cutout trees. So now that we have cut everything out, we're going to go ahead and assemble / stamp our image on. So in order to help me stamp my image to make sure that it's where I want it, I take the double trees first, and then I align them on the card where I want them, and then I glue them down. So it is going to cover up part of the border, and that's fine. And a little piece of the Whisper White will be showing underneath the trees, which is the effect that I want. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my basic black, and I am going to stamp the Deck the Halls image onto my cardstock. So making sure that it's inked up really well, and even I'm going to place it where I want it. So to add a little cute touch to it, I took the little stars that came with the stamp set, and I just stamped them on both sides of the Deck the Halls. Alright, so that's all the stamping we're going to do. So now what we're going to do is we're going to attach it to the full sheet and then onto our card base. It was a little wet, so I had to dry it before I turned it over on this backside, before I smeared it. I didn't want to smear it. So I'm going to put some Snell adhesive on the back. And I'm going to take a little bit of Tombow, because one of the issues I ran into was the edge of the card was curling up a little bit. So I just took a little bit of Tombow glue and put it around the edge. That way that part would stick down instead of popping off the card. You don't need a lot, just enough to spread along the edge to adhere it to the card. Alright, so now I'm going to take my piece of foil sheet. Now one thing to remember when we talk about the foil sheets for Stampin' Up, you do get 2 in a pack. They measure 12 by 12, but a little bit goes a long way. So then you're going to carefully adhere, making sure you don't get glue all over the place, because sometimes it spurts out the side if you put too much. And there you have it, it's layered onto our foil sheet. So now I'm going to take a dimensional. I don't think I mentioned that in the beginning of what you're going to need. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't, I don't remember. But you are going to need dimensionals just for the single tree or the solo tree. And I put 2 adhesives on it so that way it would stay in place. And then I'm going to apply this in front of the 2 trees. And it kept moving, so I had to shift it where I put it where I wanted it. Alright, so there we have it. So now we're going to go ahead and adhere this piece to our card base and then apply the Wink of Stella. Now it's time to put the Wink of Stella. On my photos, there's a little bit of glimmer on the tree, so I just took my Wink of Stella and went around the edges just to give it a little bit of sparkle. And there you have it, 2 beautiful cards ready for the holidays. So if you like this tutorial, you can find all of the measurements and the materials I used to create them on my blog at thecraftsergeant.com. You can also find me on Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest, and Etsy. So don't forget to like and subscribe. All of the links are posted below. Thanks for watching, and happy stamping!